Road safety a government priority, quicker decision-making, less red tape, and Prime Minister remembers Derek Rochester. I'm Anjui James Sawyers with Jamaica House Weekly. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has pledged to make road safety a government priority. Mr. Holness gave the commitment at last Thursday's meeting involving members of the National Road Safety Council and Transport and Mining Minister Mike Henry. The meeting was called to discuss measures to address the upsurge in road fatalities this year. Between January 1 and April 6, 111 persons have died in crashes, up from 105 in the same period last year and 96 in 2014. At a press conference following the meeting, Minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister Derek Smith underscored the urgency of reversing those numbers.
We just have to come to grips with what's happening on our roads. It's a multifaceted approach that we have to take.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness had a sit-down interview with the BBC's Elaine Dunkley last week and indicated that he would be restructuring government's bureaucratic system. Mr. Holness said efficiency and quicker decision-making was among the priorities for his government's first 100 days in office. During Thursday's interview, the Prime Minister further committed to job creation and economic growth, human rights and debt reduction. He also responded to questions about Britain-Jamaica relations, reparations, and the importance of the Commonwealth. All of last week, Prime Minister Andrew Holness was engaged in discussions with several visitors to Jamaica House. On Tuesday, he met with his Antiguan counterpart Gaston Brown and talked about strengthening relations, particularly in the areas of trade and immigration. Economic growth was the main topic when Mr. Holness met with a delegation from Citibank, led by its Vice President of Corporate and Investment Banking, Jay Collins. The Prime Minister also met with representatives from the Shipping Association of Jamaica. He told them that government was committed to facilitating growth and development within the shipping industry by providing the necessary legislative framework. By Thursday, Prime Minister Holness was meeting with executives from Chinese telecoms company Huawei. Initiatives to grow the tourism sector topped talks with a delegation from the Jamaica Tourist Board. Meanwhile, workable solutions to financing tertiary education was the focus of discussions with UWI Chancellor Sir George Allain. On Sunday, the Prime Minister expressed condolences to the family and friends of Derek Rochester, former parliamentarian and trade unionist. In a statement, Mr. Holness said the trade union movement had lost one of its pioneers and Jamaica had lost a true servant of the people. Mr. Rochester was a former National Workers' Union president and a member of parliament for South East St. Elizabeth.
I'm pleased that this centre is being called a centre of excellence, as it will help to diminish some of the misguided perception and stigmas attached to persons with special needs. The specialist education facility will also break down any barriers which would have prevented any child from receiving an education or some form of training.
Minister Vaz was addressing last Thursday's opening of the 7th Early Stimulation Center of Excellence at the Mikhail Benton Court building in Portland. Over 100 children with special needs will receive the attention they need at the $30 million facility, which was funded by the Digicel Foundation. The center will be operated by the Ministry of Labor and Social Security's Early Stimulation Program. And that's it for Jamaica House Weekly. Join us next time for the latest news coming out of the office of the Prime Minister.